Hello everyone and welcome back to W13 Universe. I'm your host Jitch and you're watching Friday Night SmackDown, the season finale edition of Friday Night SmackDown here on Season 3's grand finale week. Jack Swagger kicking off tonight's show. Upon seeing Stone Cold Steve Austin's campaigning for a WrestleMania match work and him getting a one-on-one match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania, Jack Swagger has been now saying that he wants a match at WrestleMania. That it is unfair that he is not at WrestleMania, but Stone Cold Steve Austin is. Well, there has been one other superstar that alongside Jack Swagger that has been saying they want a WrestleMania match. So we've been told that these two superstars will compete to kick off to this week's SmackDown. The winner will get a match at WrestleMania, but they won't know who they're facing until the night of WrestleMania when they come out. So who is the other man, you may ask? Well, I had mentioned before that Brock Lesnar has been demanding a World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania. He has been repeatedly campaigning that he deserves to be a part of the World Heavyweight Championship match. We'll see if the former World Heavyweight Champion can defeat Jack Swagger and earn a WrestleMania match. We've been told that there is already opponents in place for the winner of tonight's opening match. So, but I'm very intrigued by this, as we're not going to find out who the winner of this match, whoever it might be. We're not going to find out who they're going to be facing until the night of WrestleMania when their music hits and they come out and face the winner of this match. So I'm very interested to find out exactly what is going on there. But yeah, there will be one more match added to WrestleMania. I can't believe what I'm hearing. But this is it, the final SmackDown before WrestleMania. We've just got Superstars tomorrow night to go after that, and then it is just WrestleMania 3. The time has finally come. It is right around the corner, and we've got a huge main event tonight, as you may have noticed from the thumbnail for this week's episode. Triple H has managed to find a very interesting clause, a very interesting matchup. He's going to be going one-on-one with Mr. Money in the Bank, the United States Champion, Damien Sandow. Now, this match has happened for the better interest of keeping WrestleMania at its finest. We've been told that if Triple H can defeat the United States Champion tonight, he may very well be able to get Damien Sandow kept away from the World Heavyweight Championship match, that we can see a straightforward one-on-one between Antonio Cesaro and Triple H. Very interesting situation right there. Now, I actually feel pretty bad for Jack Swagger right now. The guy only wanted a spot at WrestleMania, and he's getting all this. Brock Lesnar with an F5. We haven't seen this man since Elimination Chamber when he lost that rematch inside the chamber for the World Heavyweight Championship. Calling Triple H a coward since then. He says he wants Triple H one-on-one. Cover attempt here. And of course, that's it. Brock Lesnar with a defiant, quick return to SmackDown to close out his season. He will have a match at WrestleMania. I don't know who it's against. I don't know what the plan is. But one thing I do know is Lesnar is confirmed for WrestleMania. He has been saying he wants the World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, maybe he's been added to the World Heavyweight Championship match. I can't imagine that's the case, but I don't know. I don't know where this is headed for Brock Lesnar. This is very much out of the blue that we're hearing this. Well, anyway, this week's SmackDown will continue. We got 4 more matches coming your way here tonight, so don't go anywhere. This match was previously announced at the start of the week. Randy Orton set to go one-on-one with Eddie Guerrero. Right now we've got Jinder Mahal and Daniel Bryan going into WrestleMania with a little bit of momentum. Eddie Guerrero defeating Sheamus last week. We'll see if Randy Orton can defeat Eddie Guerrero and get that little bit of momentum for himself headed into the European Championship Scramble match that will take place at WrestleMania. My God, WrestleMania is so close by. I cannot believe it. And I feel like I feel like everyone's managed to make the cut near enough. The only superstar I can think of off the top of my head, barring Jack Swagger that ain't come to WrestleMania, is Ryback, Robert Scorpio, Tensai. Quite a few on SmackDown, I think, but I suppose when we've got a 6-man ladder match on the Raw's side, and there's only about 20-something guys on the roster, 22, something like that, guys on the roster, I guess, yeah, it's pretty natural, actually, that most of the roster would make it for WrestleMania. Seems like we got some new music for Eddie Guerrero ahead of WrestleMania. The European Championship on the line. This could be Eddie Guerrero's first singles championship victory since making his debut last season. He's actually not held a single championship since debuting back in season 2. Some people would say is a very criminal thing to be able to say. I gotta agree to an extent. I think Eddie Guerrero is definitely a very, very talented part of SmackDown, and it is a little strange to me that when this guy went over to ECW, he was given pretty much no opportunity, and the same is very much, I think, happened for him here on SmackDown as well. I feel like Eddie Guerrero has had to really climb quite exponentially to actually get recognized as the talent that he is. And I think WrestleMania is going to be perhaps that moment for Eddie Guerrero where he gets to really show everybody what we already know about Eddie Guerrero. Well, some of us already know. I imagine there are some people that maybe don't. You don't believe the hype, but these two will face off in the championship scramble. We do not know the order in which superstars will be entering at WrestleMania, naturally. So there's no saying who's going to be starting off that championship scramble and who's only going to be in it for the final 5 minutes. Obviously, that's part of the suspense. It's just like the Royal Rumble in that sense. You don't know who's going to be in and when. But I believe this is a first-time matchup we got here tonight between Eddie Guerrero and Randy Orton. And of course, the cockiness of Eddie Guerrero coming into play very early on. I tell you, I don't think that Randy Orton is the kind of guy you should be getting cocky when you're facing off against. This guy will really, really hurt you. Randy Orton just striking away at the head of Eddie Guerrero, and it's no surprise that led to him falling flat on his face.
There's nothing as terrifying as looking into the Viper's eyes.
Up next, we've got Tensai set to go one-on-one with The Undertaker. We found out just last week on SmackDown that The Undertaker would accept the challenge of Stone Cold Steve Austin and would compete against him at WrestleMania. There isn't really a whole lot of cause and purpose to this. It just feels to me that Undertaker has decided he's had enough of hearing Stone Cold Steve Austin complain and, you know, take it out on everybody, and he wants Austin one-on-one, and I'm very interested to see what will happen when we get The Undertaker and Stone Cold Steve Austin in the same ring at WrestleMania.
He'll just cheat to win.
Big knee drop there by Randy Orton, dropping down on the chest of Eddie Guerrero. And it looks like he's going to go for a second one here. Gone once again. Randy Orton going through CM Punk to earn his spot at the European Championship. I think it's safe to say their tag team is pretty much all done. We've seen the last of those two ever being in the ring together as a team, I'd imagine. I think that was a very temporary alliance. CM Punk, there's another guy we won't be seeing at WrestleMania this year. What a shame. I suppose he's used to that though, right? Caught from behind there by Randy Orton, and a side suplex takes down Eddie Guerrero.
Remember, momentum in the WWE can turn on a dime. Other than lie, cheat, and steal, what should we expect Eddie Guerrero to do now? After all of these shots to the head, I've got a feeling that Soup's going to be...
attempt here by Randy Orton, and a kick out by Eddie. Nice and quick there.
The tension, the drama. This is electric.
Nice drop kick there by Eddie Guerrero as he Gets ready to come diving off that corner, and Randy catching him. What a power bomb by Randy Orton. Really creating a nice opening for himself. Turns Eddie over. With that tag team match coming your way tonight, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus on opposing sides. That's going to be a strange one to see. Sheamus paired up with Scorpio tonight, face off against the newly formed team of Heath, Slater and Drew McIntyre. Will be getting their first match as a team in just 2 days before WrestleMania. I'm thinking about Raw because, you know, I just did it, to be honest.
And he hits the drop kick. What impact. Oh, jeez. He almost had his
Eddie doing everything he can to keep Randy under his control.
Squeezing down on the head. Intercepted.
Snap right there by Randy Orton. I'm really looking forward to that main event tonight, though, I tell you. We're going to look now to see an RKO. Can he connect on Eddie? He goes for Eddie, throwing him off. Nice. Nicely done by Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero, is he looking for that brainbuster that he performed last week on SmackDown to defeat Sheamus? Yeah, here we go. Can he get another huge victory over Randy Orton on top of beating Sheamus? Drops him flat down with a brainbuster. Here's a cover by Eddie Guerrero. A kick out by Randy Orton. As this former multi-time world champion continues to hang in there. And Eddie, did you see the way he went to run to the ropes there, like we'd kind of see him traditionally do, and he actually hesitated. Oh, here comes Rey. I mean, I was wondering when Rey Mysterio was going to retaliate to what happened to him. I'm glad to see Rey not just keep on taking it from Eddie Guerrero. Man has a chance at becoming Cruiserweight Champion in 2 days. And what's currently scheduled to be an elimination 4-way matchup between Rey, the Cruiserweight Champion Kofi Kingston, and X-Pac as well as Sin Cara.
The intensity in this has been and now stalking his pride. Orton's in trouble.
Eddie Guerrero clearly getting distracted by Rey Mysterio. Oh, Rey attacking Eddie Guerrero with a sunset flip. Rey, you're not in this match. You can't pin Eddie.
Orton controlling the waist.
Randy Orton manages to find himself back in control of the match thanks to a distraction from Rey Mysterio.
Countered by Eddie. Nice catch. Oh, submission. The hold's locked in.
I think he really broke Rey's heart. I think that was a very tough moment in Rey's life to be attacked from behind by his friend Eddie Guerrero like that. And I think that he's definitely not going to live that one down anytime soon. I don't even blame Rey for being out here right now. He has every right, honestly, to have his issues with Randy Orton.
That'll leave a mark. A swift kick.
I mean, with Eddie Guerrero, not Randy Orton, sorry. Another attempt here. And he's still able to fight back and kick out.
And Randy gets taken down.
Off the ropes goes Randy, and a backbreaker there by Eddie Guerrero. As he goes in for a cover attempt, Rey up on the apron. Having all kinds of things to say, and it's really getting in the head of Eddie Guerrero. You can see it.
Orton has the headlock. There's the uppercut. There's a cover.
I almost hope that the draft doesn't separate these two next week, because I want to see where this thing goes. I want to see Eddie and Rey in that ring one-on-one. It's a shame we're not seeing that at WrestleMania, truth be told. Randy hearing those voices in his head, he is he's having some kind of struggle internally. Nothing unusual for Randy Orton, truth be told. Cover attempt here. And Eddie able to kick out at one. That's impressive from a move like that.
Squeezing down on the head.
Eddie now.
Oh man, what a
Gets Randy with a neck breaker. Ray seems to have decided to take his leave as Eddie Guerrero looks to get a huge victory here on Randy Orton. He's going for that frog splash. Got him. Cover attempt here by Eddie. This would be massive. He got him. Wow. Eddie Guerrero picking up some serious momentum. Victories over Sheamus and Randy Orton. Wow. Well, there you have it. Eddie Guerrero defeating Randy Orton one-on-one. Huge victory despite a distraction from Rey Mysterio. And I think Eddie Guerrero is, he seems to be going to some great places right now. I feel like the killer instinct has really been awoken in this man. And he is doing a damn great job. As we move towards our next match of the night, it is Tensai and The Undertaker, one-on-one. This should be a real good match. Tensai and The Undertaker, two of SmackDown's very formidable forces. I haven't seen a collision this big since Undertaker went one-on-one with Ryback. This should make for a real good matchup, I'd imagine. Former European champion Tensai. I don't think we've seen the last of this guy when it comes to championship gold. I look forward to seeing where the draft leads Tensai, as I think he's still got a very bright future ahead of him. What a great debut year this guy has had. One of the standout talents that made his debut in Season 3. And we're very glad to have him still in Season 4. Unfortunately, Tensai wasn't able to get a match at WrestleMania, but for him tonight, this could be his WrestleMania. He's getting to go one-on-one with The Undertaker, after all. That's definitely pretty big. I gotta say, I got goosebumps last week on SmackDown when this man's music hit after Austin continued that attack on CM Punk. We almost had a WrestleMania without The Undertaker. But it looked like he decided that it was time to step up and be the one to silence Stone Cold. I do wonder if he can do it though. Stone Cold has been on a real mean streak just lately. Obviously, I know Undertaker is a living mean streak. I don't think there's ever a time he's anything but. But at the same time, I don't know that I truly believe that he can defeat Stone Cold. I'm very mixed in how I feel. I don't know that we've seen these two face off in the past. I can't think of a time off the top of my head. They were both on SmackDown when Austin was the WWE champion last year, but I don't really recall if they ever crossed paths. But regardless of that, this is a huge addition to have at WrestleMania, you know. I feel like each of our non-championship matches at WrestleMania are very big inclusions. We now know that Brock Lesnar will be competing at WrestleMania, and I feel like that alone is a big deal. We know that The Undertaker is set to face off against Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, I fell apart in what I was saying there. And we know that John Cena is facing Mark Henry. Those matches may not be for championships, but I'll tell you, those are some very big matches. And I gotta say, if I had to pick who I think would be a great opponent for Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, and it may very well be the case, because I do think it's strange that he's not at WrestleMania, I would stand by the opinion that I feel Ryback and Brock Lesnar could have an absolutely incredible, just physical, brutal, hard-hitting fight with each other. And that's what I personally would love to see at WrestleMania for Lesnar.
The ref's calling for the match to start, and here we... Oh, no!
Oh, boy. Well, that's never a great way for a match to start off. The referee has been knocked out. And of course, here comes Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin goes straight for the Undertaker with a bulldog. And Austin working alongside Tensai. Oh, Tensai seems to just kind of want to get on with it. And Austin obviously not appreciating that interference there from Tensai as he lays out both men here, completely ruining this one-on-one matchup. What a potential of a match that we had right here, and Stone Cold Steve Austin once again continues to behave in this manner. Well, Stone Cold Steve Austin has ruined yet another match here tonight on SmackDown, and I'm hoping that he will get a taste of his own medicine when he goes one-on-one with The Undertaker in 2 days' time. Stone Cold, though, proud of his actions. You can really see it right there on his face as we move towards our next match of the night. Tag team action. A very odd tag team. Sheamus and Robert Scorpio set to face off against the brand new combination of Drew McIntyre and Heath Slater. Yeah, that's Robert Scorpio, everybody. We didn't introduce him for some reason. Scorpio coming down to the ring here tonight. He's set to team up with Sheamus. This man will not be getting a WrestleMania match. I've heard that he has been very upset to be put into this tag team matchup, as he feels that there's only really one circumstance he'd be willing to do this in, and that's if him and Sheamus win tonight. They should be given a tag team title opportunity against Edge and Christian at WrestleMania. Instead, Scorpio has been very fixated on getting a match at WrestleMania, as he feels that it's his time to shine there. We haven't really seen Scorpio have a shot at WrestleMania to my memory, but clearly not happening this year. Scorpio, though, has been very vocal about that, as I've kind of already just said, but he said that if he wasn't to get that opportunity, he doesn't really want to team with Sheamus tonight, and instead he wants to face Rey Mysterio, Sin Cara, Kofi, or X-Pac this Saturday at Superstars. You can kind of guess why. Naturally, of course, if you couldn't guess why, it's because if he can defeat any of those guys in a singles match, he'll be added to the Cruiserweight Championship match at WrestleMania this Sunday. But unfortunately, Scorpio is not scheduled for tomorrow night's episode of Superstars. I can actually break it down for you. As this Saturday on Superstars, well, I'll tell you one thing, the Cruiserweight Championship match is final, because this Saturday on Superstars we'll be seeing two one-on-one matches to do with that match. We'll be seeing X-Pac go one-on-one with Sin Cara, as well as in the main event of tomorrow night, we'll be seeing Kofi Kingston, the Cruiserweight Champion, against the fan favorite to win the Cruiserweight title this Sunday, Rey Mysterio. We'll also be seeing from SmackDown, Dolph Ziggler going one-on-one with Zack Ryder. That is coming your way tomorrow night on the season finale episode of Superstars. Coming a kind of flashy tag team entrance for this new pairing.
Introducing first from Ayr, Scotland, weighing 256 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
Sheamus was very upset at the outcome of last week's matchup between Scorpio and McIntyre. He said that he came out in support of Drew McIntyre because he believed that McIntyre was competing for the right for those two to get their dream of finally becoming WWE Tag Team Champions. We know that the Celtic Cross have had multiple matches with Edge and Christian over the last year here on SmackDown, trying to win those Tag Team Championships, and they've been unsuccessful in every occasion, pretty much. So Sheamus was under the impression that Drew McIntyre was trying to get Sheamus double duty at WrestleMania, and he wanted to help his buddy get him that opportunity. It turns out that Drew McIntyre had no intentions of teaming up with Sheamus at WrestleMania, and that he seems to be laying the Celtic Cross to rest to team up with, well, this man. I know I've said it a lot of times at this point, but my god, these fans love Heath Slater. I don't know what it is about him that is so appealing to the world, but everybody just seems to love Heath Slater. The guy could literally do some of the worst things you could see a wrestler do, and I feel like he'd still come out to this ovation. He has really won the hearts of a lot of people in the last year, and I do feel like he's been one of the stars of Season 3, believe it or not. I know that he maybe hasn't had the best track record, or maybe things haven't gone too smoothly in that regard for Heath Slater on too many occasions, but I truly think that he's managed to get the believers on his side, and of course we're getting a one-on-one rematch kicking things off here between these two opponents. I saw these two face off last week, and it was Drew McIntyre defeating Scorpio. There's a lot of interference in that match from both Sheamus and... No. Don't do this.
This tag team match is underway.
Yeah, I just made them a team, so let's just break them up straight away. Cause yeah, bro, of course. That's awesome, man. That's so cool. I know it's just gonna keep happening, bro. I might just have to try and end this one quickly.
And he dodges that one.
Literally just made these two a team. Literally just. And it's like, no, fuck you. I'm gonna ruin everything as best as I can because I'm W13 and that's all I do.
Oh man, did you hear that?
Oh man.
Struggling for control.
Classic. Scorpio, as I say, he's been very vocal about wanting a match at WrestleMania. He has made that much very, very clear. You kind of can't help but know that Scorpio wants a shot at WrestleMania. But is he going to get it? I don't think so, because it's 2 days away, and I don't think there's room for Scorpio anymore at WrestleMania. Jam.
Too slow. Oh, elbow to the nose. Oh, reversal.
Drew McIntyre doing everything in his power to ensure that Sheamus isn't tagged into the matchup. That's probably for the best. I don't think McIntyre wants to necessarily burn that bridge too much with his former partner. I just think he's simply deciding to go his own way. I mean, obviously Sheamus already has a match at WrestleMania. He's competing for the European Championship. I don't really know what his problem is.
Wow, talk about timing. That landed like a ton of bricks.
I tell you, looking at that European Championship match, how can you not consider Eddie Guerrero a favorite at this point in time to win that thing? He is, I mean, him and Daniel Bryan, I'd say, are probably the two superstars that, going into that, you know, if you told me a few months ago that those guys are going to be in that match, I'd be like, okay, neither of them are going to win it, though. But now, I feel like those are the two most favorite to win it. And that match involves Sheamus. That match involves Randy Orton. And it also involves Jinder Mahal. But that's kind of just a side note at the moment, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, I don't mean to disrespect Jinder Mahal. It's just, he's definitely the guy that I'd be very surprised if he walked away to the European Championship.
Look at that! He's busted wide open! This is great!
Scorpio is getting manhandled by Drew McIntyre. I thought we were going to be seeing the tag team debut of Slater and McIntyre, but it appears that McIntyre has no intention of tagging out tonight. Well, I mean, we know that Slater's been, apparently he's been resting up. He's been keeping himself fresh for WrestleMania. He already said he had these big plans, and now I feel like we're seeing them in action. Apparently that involved him going for the tag team championship.
And he's in there trying to get something going for his partner.
Here's Slater cheering on Drew McIntyre from that corner. But don't tag him, whatever you do. Cover attempt here by Drew McIntyre and Scorpio, and that was almost the finishing point in this one, as now Scorpio caught with that future shock DDT. Slater seems a little bit lost here. You see a cover attempt from Drew McIntyre, and that is all it took to put away Scorpio. No in-ring competition from Sheamus or Slater here tonight. Just Scorpio continuing to get pummeled. Can't imagine why. I'm sorry, okay? I wanted to tag in Slater. I wanted that to be a regular tag match. But I think we all knew what would have happened anytime I got anywhere near that corner to tag Slater in. So no, I will not allow that. I literally just made them a team. Well, you could be looking at the next WWE Tag Team Champions right there. That was not exactly a taste of what those guys can do as a team by any means, but I'm going to keep an open mind about it and say that I'm looking forward to this Sunday and seeing them actually compete as a team against Edge and Christian. But for now, we've got just one match left here tonight on SmackDown, the main event. It is a one-on-one match between the Mr. Money in the Bank briefcase holder Damien Sandow and the World Heavyweight Champion Triple H. We've been told Triple H can defeat Sandow, and Sandow may be kept far, far away from the main event, the World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania, which obviously Sandow has not been too pleased about. Well, we'll have our answers as to what's going down there in just a moment. What's going on? We're just not introducing most people properly now. I swear, the game is always aware when like it's about to be finished with, and it's like, alright, I'm gonna throw the biggest tantrum you've ever seen. Well, this is the last time we'll be seeing this season's version of the Champion of Champions trophy around the waist of Damien Sandow. Of course, in a traditional championship matchup, you only wear the championship that's on the line. So, that's the end of this year's championship trophy, Champions trophy around the waist of Damien Sandow. We'll be back to wearing just one championship following tonight's final appearance for that trophy. I think it really was a good year for Damien Sandow all around. I feel like, he still has that possibility of closing out the year with the Money in the Bank briefcase. I keep saying, and it may confuse some people, but I keep saying that Damien Sandow may not be able to cash in his briefcase at WrestleMania. The reason I say may not and not will not is because I can't actually confirm to you that Damien Sandow will be banned from cashing in his briefcase, even if he loses to Triple H here tonight. No one can actually confirm or deny whether that's going to happen, as the rules of the Money in the Bank briefcase are simply the owner can cash it in whenever they want. Comes the World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah, boy. Well, this is it for Triple H, and of course Antonio Cesaro could be lurking in the shadows for this match here tonight. I think that's very much expected. I think a lot of people are going to be keeping their eyes peeled on a potential appearance from the man that will face Triple H this Sunday for the World Heavyweight Championship, the 2012 Royal Rumble winner, the newcomer Antonio Cesaro. This is still a fresh new season for him, and this could end up being one of the biggest climaxes of the season for a newbie, as Antonio Cesaro could be your next World Heavyweight Champion. We polled you guys on who you think is leaving with the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. Currently, Triple H is very strongly in the lead on that poll. That's over at JustJitch_Universe on Twitter. be sure to give it a follow so you can have your votes referenced in videos too. Obviously, by the time you're seeing this, that vote will have been long closed, but there's always next time. Cannot believe how close WrestleMania is. It's just this match and superstars, and then finally we're there. Season finale time is upon us, and it makes no surprise to me that Triple H would so very quickly take control of the intellectual savior, Damien Sandow. He really didn't waste any time there, did he? Again, I'm not really too surprised by that, though.
To the side of that one.
Very quick back and forth to start things off here tonight. And let's not forget the domination that we saw from the United States Champion when he went up against Antonio Cesaro just a couple of weeks ago here on SmackDown. Of course, that steel chair shot to the head will have really helped Damien Sandow, no doubt about it. And he is enjoying punishing the World Heavyweight Champion Triple H right now. Triple H taking a long way around the ring there. Don't ever underestimate Damien Sandow. Okay, this guy, maybe not the strongest man in the world, you know, he's not Mark Henry, but definitely one of the smartest. And I think that the brains really plays a big factor in how you're able to come up with a win. And I think Damien Sandow is proving that time and time again. I can't even imagine what a victory over Triple H would mean for the United States Champion here tonight in this champion versus champion matchup. But of course, as I said before, there's also the implication of this man cashing in his briefcase this Sunday. It's one of the biggest moments that he can cash it in. In fact, I would say it is the biggest moment that he can cash it in. Damien Sandow still has about 3 months from WrestleMania. He's got until the 2012 Money in the Bank event to cash in that briefcase. So sometime in mid-July is when that briefcase will expire. So he doesn't have to cash in at WrestleMania, but I don't think there's a bigger moment to do it in. I think that may be the one thing that may deter Damien Sandow from doing it, though, is we've heard that his strategy for cashing it in is that it's going to be when you least expect it. It's going to be in a way in which you'd never see coming. He's going to go completely against the grain, and he's going to do things his way, because because that's just how Damien Sandow is. Nice dropkick. Triple H there falling into those steel steps, but he just about managed to push himself away from them upon the fall. That's a good knee there by Damien Sandow. The United States Champion really going toe-to-toe with Triple H right now. You love to see it. Triple H is very much in control of Damien Sandow right now after those 10 strikes. And he continues to be very much in control. And now a submission hold applied as well. Sandow getting a little bit overwhelmed here by Triple H, I'd say. And I do wonder where Antonio Cesaro is tonight. You've got to think with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line just, 48 hours from now, the biggest match of Antonio's career, why is he not here? I don't want him to interfere in this matchup, but do you understand what I'm saying? I'm very surprised to see that he is not here right now. He's going to be watching this match very closely. Maybe, I was going to say, maybe hearing me, as here he comes. The 2012 Royal Rumble winner, Antonio Cesaro, coming to get involved in this matchup. And of course, he's not exactly friends with Damien Sandow either, so I don't really know where Cesaro sits in this situation.
Did you hear the impact from that clothesline? A clothesline out of nowhere. He drops the elbow.
Triple H caught into this leg sweep maneuver by Damien Sandow. Is he going to be able to get the job done off of that, though? Imagine pinning Triple H ahead of WrestleMania. There's got to be nothing bigger right now. World Heavyweight Champion Triple H caught into the terminus. United States Champion, maybe going to pin the World Heavyweight Champion. A little bit of help from the 2012 Royal Rumble winner, no doubt.
Some precision strikes being delivered here by Triple H. That chop turning his chest to deep purple.
Triple H going to go for those strikes again. It's Sandow saying no, not this time. Here we go. Triple H now setting up for the pedigree. That would ordinarily be lights out for a lot of people. Will it be the case for Damien Sandow? Oh, hang on a minute. Antonio Cesaro getting the attention of the World Heavyweight Champion. Triple H goes for a cover here, and Cesaro up on the apron once again. And I feel like he gave Sandow a little too much time to recover there, with the help of Antonio Cesaro. I can't imagine Antonio wants to help Damien Sandow. I just think he wants to see Triple H suffer tonight.
Here goes the turnbuckle pad.
Hold on a minute. That referee maybe do something about that steel chair before. Oh, okay. Well, it's too late for that now. He said steel and flesh collided. It counted. He did hit the chair. And also, whilst the referee was distracted, I can't help but notice that the ring post has been exposed, and of course, sorry, the turnbuckle, I mean. Damien Sandow is taking a lot of cheap ways out of this situation right now. Triple H has collided back first onto a steel step. He has collided face first into an exposed turnbuckle. And Damien Sandow is doing everything in his power with the help of Cesaro, of all people,
Big shot to the game.
to defeat Triple H.
How do you send a message against a man named the Cerebral Assassin?
Triple H has seen enough.
Here comes some
And boy, hasn't he just. Antonio Cesaro has decided to walk away, and it seems like right at the moment that he did, Triple H has initiated this sequence, this comeback.
There's never been any quit with Triple H.
Hooked in the midsection there by Triple H.
Oh, what a shot!
And Triple H now, what is this? He's calling for it. He's saying, get to your damn feet, boy. Damien Sandow is down and out.
These competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
Into the headlock.
There's the neck breaker from the World Heavyweight Champion. Another cover attempt here. Not quite.
Oh, there we go, another neck breaker.
Triple H is all fired up now. And Sandow is getting hurt. You remember what happened the last time Sandow got hurt ahead of the Royal Rumble? He found a way to get out of his United States Championship match with Dolph Ziggler. We've been told if he doesn't compete this Sunday, he will not be the United States Champion anymore. And he may very well be stripped of his Money in the Bank briefcase. He's jeopardizing a very important night. So Sandow has to compete against Dolph Ziggler, no matter how much Triple H hurts him in this match. And oh boy, is he hurting him right now.
Squeezing down on the head. What a neck breaker.
I think we're looking at the beginning and the end of this one. Triple H has absolutely destroyed Damien Sandow at this point. Despite the exposed turnbuckle, despite the steel chair,
Refusing to give in there.
it seems to me like Triple H just keeps on fighting.
Listen to that chop echo throughout the arena.
And another. He's got it. And
Look at this. He's
Sandow saying no to that one once again.
those close fish shots.
Triple H catching a strike and now throwing Sandow down into the pedigree. I think we already know where this one's headed. Just cover the man. There you go. Just cover the man. There you go. Cover attempt here. Wait, what? What happened to Triple H then? I feel like, did Cesaro get into his head? Cesaro's not even here. Triple H seemed like he was distracted by something there. Maybe the thought of Cesaro.
Oh man, what a neck breaker.
That is so unusual. I've never seen that before.
What's he up to here?
These two are really hurting each other here as Damien Sandow I mean, there's no need for this. And Sandow saying no. Sandow having a complete change of mind on that one. He thought about it. I think he maybe thought, like, why put my body on the line ahead of WrestleMania like that? Why do that to myself? Cover attempt here by Triple H, and once again Sandow kicking out. The World Heavyweight Champion Triple H continues to go toe-to-toe with the United States Champion Damien Sandow in this SmackDown season finale main event.
Quick thinking to avoid that. What a kick that was. There's another great kick.
There's a leg sweep there by Sandow. Triple H to his feet, and Sandow doing a terminus on the outside. Oh my god, Sandow seriously going to try and take a count-out victory over the World Heavyweight Champion. Whatever it takes, right, Sandow? No matter what. Sandow with a cartwheel, but Triple H is up. He's back in the ring. Turn around. I can't believe this match is still going. Check out here by Sandow.
Straight right by Triple H.
What is Triple H looking to do now? A pile driver. Ooh.
Did you see the way his head planted into the floor off that pile driver?
This has got to be over. Sandow's still kicking out.
And there's the elbow. The game. Controlling the head.
Oh, big elbow. That should do it.
Once again, you notice something's like really going on with Triple H there. That's the second time now that this man has seemed really disoriented and confused. Cover attempt here by Sandow, and still no. And now oh no, not into the turnbuckle. Oh. Face first into the exposed turnbuckle. Another cover attempt, and Triple H is still fighting back. Triple H catches Sandow into another pedigree. Is this going to be enough? Please, Triple H, ignore whatever it is that's going on in your head right now. Just focus on the match. Cover attempt here on Sandow, and this one is over. Well, it's safe to say that something about Cesaro has gotten into the head of Triple H. But in the end, the World Heavyweight Champion showing respect to Sandow. I guess Sandow didn't want any of that. I mean, that was a very competitive match between the two, and I gotta say, I admire that Triple H is able to shake the hand of Sandow. But there's the winner tonight, the World Heavyweight Champion Triple H, and in 2 days' time, he meets Antonio Cesaro for the World Heavyweight Championship. Thank you all for watching this episode of SmackDown, the season finale. We're finally there. Just 2 more episodes of this shitty game. All right, we got superstars. Let's do this. I'll see you tomorrow night.